Welcome to Share the Knowledge.
Good evening to everyone. In today's video, we will discuss about virtual water. By hearing this, in everyone's mind, a question will be raised. Is there any real water and virtual water on this earth? For this question, my answer is yes. Let's start our discussion with a question. Do you know how many liters of water is required to produce a single A4 sheet of paper, which is 75 grams of weight? It takes nearly 10 liters of water to produce a single A4 sheet. That means daily in our colleges or offices, if we are using a single A4 sheet, it is nothing but we are consuming 10 liters of water. We know water is one of the essential quantity on earth, not only for humans, for every creature on earth. It is essential quantity for its survival. That water is available in different forms on earth. About 80% of water is available in seas and oceans, which is non-potable. That means we can't use that water directly for our purposes. And rest of 20%, in that about 80% of water is available at poles in form of ice. Maybe it is in a pure form, but due to inaccessible, we are not utilizing that water also. And rest 15% of water is available in rivers, lakes and ponds, which water we are consuming for our daily purposes, that water. And rest of 5% is available in atmosphere in form of water vapor, fog and snow, dew, like that. The consumption of water, whatever the available water, 15% of water, we are consuming in different forms, maybe in direct or indirect forms. Whether coming to our consumption, only for our country, India, about 135 liters of water per day per person is utilizing for various activities, maybe for his bathing or cleaning the things or some other purposes. About 135 liters of water a person is using. Whereas directly using that, whereas coming for indirect forms, here the concept of virtual water comes into picture. What is this virtual water? All the things. So virtual water is the volume of water consumed to produce the product. So what are the products we are using to produce that product? How much water is utilized for its transformation from raw material to final product? How much water is utilizing? That water we call it as virtual water. Maybe it is an indirect form, and this is the hidden water we are consuming in our daily purposes. So the volume of the water refers to all the water consumed in various stages of product life cycle. It is an hidden water. Here, that hidden water or virtual water is there. It is defined in three formats. Three different forms. First one is the green water, and second one is gray, and third one is blue water. Whereas coming to the green water, whatever the water we are getting from rainfall, and that water precipitates into the soil, and that precipitated water is utilized by our crops for its growth. Okay, so how much water utilized by our crops for its growth, that water we call it as green water, and it is available from our rainfall itself. Okay, from our rainfall, how much water our crops are utilizing for its growth, that water we call it as green water. Whereas coming to our gray water, the water utilized to convert the raw material into product. In this process, how much water is utilized? That water, whatever the utilized water by industries, it may be polluted. After its recycling or reutilizing, the final wastewater we are pumped back to the oceans or nearby water bodies. That thrown out water or polluted water is there, that we call it as grey water. Okay. And next one, blue water. Whatever the water stored in our water bodies, that means nearby lakes or ponds, whatever the water storage elements are there, and that water is used for our irrigations or any production purposes, that water we call it as blue water. Here it is in a continuous cycle process. Here we are having some list of products, how much water utilized by each product from its extraction state to final product state. Okay, so from these three forms of water, how much water is utilized by each product we are having. So we look at each and every product at a glance. So every day we are having a cup of coffee as a regular routine, as a daily routine. So for that coffee, for preparing that 125 ml of cup of coffee, we requiring about 132 liters of water. That means a cup of coffee is nothing but 132 liters of water we are consuming. Same as when you look into the tea, it is taking around 27 liters. It taking around 27 liters for preparing 250 ml of tea. If you look at the change, for coffee in its growing, the plant growth stage, it is consuming more water compared to for tea making. When you coming for the tea, the consumption, the water consumption at green water is low compared to the coffee. Whereas we come to our cotton product, maybe it consumes the less green water, but it consuming more blue water in its manufacturing stage. In its processing stage, it consuming the more water. So almost if you finally look out, to manufacture two pairs of jeans, we are consuming about 8,000 liters of water. That's why when you look out into any label of the garments, there we have some quotation that wash with carefully, and instead of frequent washing, go for the washing after 2 to 3 times of usage. That's why because already they consume lot of water in its manufacturing and its processing stage itself. Don't waste water while washing. That's the thing they place. So similarly, when you go for the final product, that means a 250 ml of beer. For manufacturing 250 ml of beer, it requires almost least amount of 74 liters. I'm not encouraging any alcoholic here. I'm just comparing for each and every product. So when coming to the beer, it's take around 74 liters, only 74 liters when compared to our coffee and tea, it is consuming in its manufacturing stage. So this is the scenario, whatever the per capita water consumption of India, all the things. So that's why when you look into our production and sales and taxes also, so if you are importing, if you are exporting any product, which is having high consumption of water, high consumption water products, its tax is somewhat higher. That means if you are exporting coffee or cotton, the tax imported on those products is very high compared to the tax imported on our apples, bananas, and potatoes. The reason is, so if you are exporting the coffee, is nothing but we are exporting the water in our country to another country. Actually, we are thought that we are exporting the coffee itself, but if you are exporting 25 ml of coffee, is nothing but we are exporting 132 liters of water of our country to another country. That's why for the 132 liters of water we are posing the tax. So the whatever the tax, all those things is there, it depends upon the how much water is utilized by our products. That means how much virtual water is consumed there. Okay, so it is an indirect or hidden water. So when you go for our other countries also, for exporting the is may there the product may be available surplusly, but for producing that product, it may consumes lot of water. Example, almonds in USA. At that country, it may produce at larger quantity, but to produce one almond, it may consume more water. For that reason, when they export to other countries, it imposes so many taxes on it. Okay. So this is the scenario till our before Corona. So whatever the consumption of water in India, around 132 liters per day. Okay. So this water we are using before Corona, but after Corona, most of the people are saying wash your hands with sanitizers regularly and frequently up to elbow, and frequently you wash your hands, they mention. If you frequently wash your hands with running tap water, the water consumption, whatever the water consumption is there, it increases automatically. For example, if I'm considering to wash the hand, to wash your hands at once, it requires 1 liter. Daily, if you are washing your hands 10 times, that means one person to wash his hands for 10 times, he consuming 10 liters. Okay. So if the 130 crores of people washing their hands for 10 times, how much water we are utilizing? Only for washing your hands, just think. So that much of water we are using to wash your hands. Okay. So instead of washing our hands frequently at regular times, why we can't to switch for another modes? We can use the hand dryers also. Okay. There may be one more question. We use the tissues, all those. For even for making the tissue also, we are using our natural products, wood, like that. For growing that wood, we are again utilizing the water. So instead of utilizing the water, try to avoid the water and use the another formats. Okay. So instead of going for frequent washing of hands with sanitizers, we may choose the hand dryers.
So finally, I want to conclude this. Every drop of water is valuable and precious. Don't waste the water unnecessarily, because once it is exhausted, we can't do anything else. Thank you. Thank you for your support.